Yeah, I think so. I think it starts with the first period. I think if we look at our previous games up until this point, I don't think we started the way that we want to. So I think that was probably the biggest difference from the start. And then as we got going, I thought we did a good job, especially in the third. So if we're able to kind of keep this going with our starts and try to put ourselves in a good spot as opposed to playing from behind, I think it's going to help us.
Willie set you up on that goal. He and John actually have long scoring streaks going here. What do you like about Willie playing with Willie and John at the same time? Yeah,
I mean, those two are doing a great job. If you look at their start to this season, it's been very impressive. They're obviously playing a good two-man game. They're kind of looking for one another, and they got good chemistry right now. So when they're playing well, that's only good things for our team, and they've certainly been doing that.
How does it feel for you to score in 2 straight?
Yeah, it feels good. That one was all Will, so he gets the credit.
His pass was impressive, but how impressive is the work he did down low? He got it in the forecheck and stripped a few guys.
He's unreal. I think he's one of the best players in the world, and we're very lucky to have him. What he's able to do with the puck and his legs and the way he thinks the game and how he sees it is, he's up there in that top conversation.
You go down early in the game. You guys are down to 5 defensemen. When it happens earlier, is it easier to kind of adjust as the game goes along because you guys are kind of in that mix for as long as you are?
Yeah, you kind of get familiar with it, and it's not the easiest thing, but I thought as a group we did a good job. There comes a point in the game where you start to manage energy a little bit, and so I thought it's challenging when you lose a guy, but to your point, maybe it is a little easier right from the start, so you just know what you're in for.
At this point, what more can you say about how dialed in Joseph seems to be?
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. It's not like he's just making easy saves. He's making really difficult saves, beautiful saves in important times of the game against great players. He's really doing it all. So we want him to keep rolling. So as teammates, we want to try to make it a little bit easier on him. But he's doing an outstanding job for us.
What did you think when he did the splits like that on Jason Robertson?
I've seen that a couple times out of him. It's not something many people can do.
Pitch down to 5D for basically the whole game. It felt like a really kind of gutsy victory. How would you describe the win today?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously gutsy by our D-man. I thought we did a great first. Second kind of got away from us, just extending shifts too long, making too many plays at the blue line, not really helping them out too much. But they did a great job just keeping it calm back there, and the Brick did his thing like usual.
Was there a moment from Joseph tonight, that stood out to you? He had the Robertson save, the Harley kind of top of his stick, or what stood out to you tonight?
Made a couple massive saves. Made a couple big ones there on our penalty kill for a couple tip plays and stuff like that, and didn't give up a whole lot of second opportunities. So something that you love to see from your attendee, and he's been playing some great hockey for us.
You went on that long scoring streak last year. Willie and John are on it to start this season. What's it like for a player when it's always going your way, seems like, in a game?
Yeah. Puck finds you with open ice, and you can make plays, and they're doing a great job of that.
Is this the best start to a season that you've seen William have?
I think so. You got to, point-wise, I think so, right? You guys would know better than we would probably, but just how he's controlling the puck out there, making plays, taking people on one-on-one down low. It's been great to watch, and he's been opening up a lot of ice for his teammates. So it's the kind of Willie we all know, and we expect every night. So it's been great to see.
What stands out about how Morgan has started this season?
Yeah, great. Both ways, jumping in the play, making great plays offensively. When time to block shots or get back there, he's there. So he's done a great job with his positioning, his stick positioning, breaking up plays and getting in the rush and getting open.
Pretty good. It's a really good team over there, and they haven't lost in regulation yet. So I think that was a big win for us, and playing a Stanley Cup contender like that, and I thought we came out in the first and played really hard, and then shut it down pretty well in the third.
There's a shot Harley had in the first. Did that hit the top of your stick when you came over there?
Yeah, a bit of a prayer save, but yeah, I think I got a little piece of it from the top of my stick, so it was a good knob save.
Is that a luck, though? You have to put yourself in position there. How do you see it?
Yeah, it's probably more luck than kind of throwing everything I got over there and then happens to hit it, so I'll take it, luck or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much do you practice doing the splits?
Doing the splits?
The way you did to stop Jason Robertson there?
I've kind of a goofy body, so I don't really practice. I actually have to contain my body a bit because I'm pretty flexible, so I don't really do much stretching. I do more stuff to kind of get my muscles working to keep everything in place.
goofy body.
Well, most people aren't just flexible, you know what I mean? So they're just goofy in that sense.
So you're born that way. You're not doing yoga and stuff to improve your flexibility.
I think it's more. I think it's more just strengthening the muscles and stuff to support my flexibility. I think I'm, a bit God-given in that way. Have the flexibility, but I think the important thing for me is to make sure everything's working to keep my body and keep my joints safe.
Kevin was referencing the splits because of that Robertson save. What did you recall about that moment in the game?
Yeah, I think that was a time they were kind of controlling play a bit. So I think just trying to do the best I can to keep our team in it, and it's just kind of a quick play that happened, and just kind of threw everything I had at him with the leg, and managed to get it.
When did you find out it wouldn't be Jake at the other end tonight?
I think I found out today after morning skate, so definitely a little bummed there, but hopefully there's plenty of opportunity in the future.
Is it cool though that he's sitting there, that you get to kind of put on a show for him a little bit?
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I think we've played each other and played with each other at about every level, so he's just kind of waiting on me to get up here and hopefully play against him in the NHL. So I'm looking forward to when that day comes.
Were you able to catch up with him last night? Have dinner or anything?
No, he had an agent dinner, so yeah, bailed on me.
How would you sum up how the team found a way to get 2 points on the road against a pretty quality opponent?
Yeah, that's a good team we played over there. I think we had a really good first period. We haven't had a really good first period probably in all 6 of those games. So that was a big thing for us to get out to a good start, and we did.
What makes their penalty kills so challenging? They hadn't given up a PK goal until you scored.
Yeah, it kind of feels like there's not much room out there. They're very good and tight, and they block a lot of shots. And even the goal, it was just a shot from the point. It was a tip. It wasn't a passing play. So they got a good PK over there.
I'm not sure if you saw, but Nice made a bit of a crazy play to keep it in there. Did you get a view of that as it was unfolding, and what did you think of that play?
Yeah, that was a great play. I was kind of on my way out of the zone to start back checking, and he made a diving stop at the blue and kept it in, and kept the play going.
What have you liked about playing with John and Willie?
Yeah, they're smarts. John's very defensive, oriented, and smart player to be around. Works hard, and Willie is Willie. He's a great player, and he's fun to play with.
What have you learned about him that you might not have known before you?
I knew he was really good. I didn't know how good he was. Yeah.
How good is he?
Real good.
Up there, right? We know you weren't 100% at least at the start of the trip. Like, where are you at physically right these days?
Yeah, I'm feeling not bad. A couple little things, but nothing major. Obviously, it's a long road trip, so kind of takes a toll on you as you go. But we got one more game to go.
Joseph Woll, thoughts on him? How good is he?
Yeah, ever since he came in that game, and then Wash, he stood on his head, and tonight he kept us in it, especially in the second when they kind of made their push there a little bit, and he kept us in it and gave us a chance to score 2 for him.
Down to IG all night against a really quality opponent. How did your team, from your perspective, get the win tonight?
I thought it was all in the backs of what I thought was our best first period of the season. In a lot of ways, we score first, so we'd come out of it with a lead. But also just because of the way we were playing and the flow of the game, we were able to use everyone on forward and on defense. With 5E, you're going to use everyone. But I just thought we spent a lot of time on their half of the ice, and we didn't have to get a whole lot from RD in the first period. And then it's turned out, then we need RD too much in the second or third period. But I just thought we had enough gas in the tank because of the way we played in the first. And those guys grinded. At times I thought our forwards took care of them well. At times not so well in terms of managing the puck and making their life easier. But you knew here in this building that their team was going to push, and they did. And obviously we didn't break. Joseph Woll was terrific again for us. It gave our group confidence to just find a way to grind out a good road win.
What is Jake's status? Any concern he won't be able to play next game?
I would say there's concern there, yes. We won't know the the extent of it until we get more information and get him a picture.
Did he just pull something?
The start that Willie's off to, we've talked about him all year, but he really seems like there's no stopping him right now.
Yeah, he's playing great. He's got lots of confidence with the puck. He's attacking the ice and bringing the puck to good areas. So I think it's been a terrific start for him. I thought he had a terrific start last season, so he's just sort of continuing with that. But without a doubt, he seems to be really in a good place right now in terms of his rhythm offensively.
Have you liked how?
I think that's the most Bertuzzi's looked like Bertuzzi.
I thought it was his best game today. Yeah, I did. So, I think it's been coming. I've been looking at his game really closely, and there were some things that he's been doing that haven't got a lot of attention and haven't really stood out, I guess more is what I'm saying. But looking really closely at his game, I looked at every single time he's touched the puck in the 6 games that he's played, and he's done some very subtle things of keeping plays alive and moving the puck to his line mates. That hasn't necessarily been rewarded with points, but I think he's been coming. But I thought his skating today, moving his feet and being involved in the play, was probably the most consistent it's been throughout the game. And it's great to see him get rewarded with a great power play goal.
Is that maybe a function of he's maybe more comfortable with John and Willie?
I don't know if you could say that. I mean, obviously it's that's the way it's worked out. But I just think it's more so that he's just more time, and I think he's kind of fed up with how it's going. He's just working and grinding. And you spent time with him. It's just more comfortable in general, regardless of who he's playing with. So it's a good sign for us because he's an important player.
What more can you say about Joseph at this point? Is it becoming less and less surprising? Just how he seems to be steady in that.
Yeah, no doubt. It's not surprising anymore. I've seen enough of it this season and last season and in practices and everything. That I just think that we're at a point where he's a quality NHL goaltender. He's a young guy. He's just going to continue to get better. The more experience and the more lessons he learns along the way. But I don't think we're surprised by anything at this stage.
What stands out to you about how Morgan started the season? Have you seen any carryover from how he ended last year?
I just think he's skating really well. He's really moving his feet to get him, whether it's to break up a play or to advance the puck, to get involved in the play offensively. Just the way he's moving his feet and skating, that's when he's at his best. And he's gotten better and better throughout this trip.